Hello and welcome to this short video for the winter season. For this video, I have done a comparative study looking at the zones in reflexology and the meridians of the kidney and bladder. And I've done this specifically for the winter season and come up with this routine to help us against the many imbalances that can happen in the body while it's being taxed through these winter months. So to start, I'd like us to initiate the nervous system and let it know we're working with it. We'll go to the solar plexus first. So that is between the middle and the ring finger. If you just draw a line past the pad there, you'll find a little hollow where you can place your thumb. And while you're breathing in, press, and you can even do a small rotation. And when you breathe out, release. And you can do that 3 or 4 times. And this point can be found on both hands. This is a great point if you're feeling anxiety or stress or even having trouble sleeping. Next, I'd like us to go to the head, where we have the sinuses, eyes, and ears. These are all affected, and these are found in the top portion of each hand. So we're going to start with the thumb and do a press and rotate with the opposite thumb. And we're also going to do a dragging up motion. And we're going to repeat this on all of the finger pads here. So you can rotate 1 or 2 times and then drag up. Again, 1 or 2 times. Sometimes you'll feel a little bit of almost like a gritty feeling underneath the pad of the finger. And that would just let you know that the sinuses are under some strain. So again, this is both hands, and I'm just continuing. You'll find I'll often switch between right and left. For this in particular, there's no necessary order. So another area that's affected is the neck, and the neck is found in this portion of the thumb. So what we can do here is either use our opposite thumb to go around and kind of nibble around that area in a bit of a caterpillaring motion, or alternatively, you can use your other hand like tongs and just gently give some pressure pulling on the thumb. And again, this is going to be repeated on both sides. And next, I'd like to have us go down to the inner ear, which is between the middle and pointer finger, just in the webbing here. I'm going to just give that a little pinch and squeeze. Or if that's uncomfortable, you can place your thumb in the ridge there and just give a little rotation. And again, that's on both hands. Please ensure again that the hand you're working on is nice and relaxed. Next, we're going to go down the spine. And the spine is located along the thumb ridge here, and you'll feel the bone against the soft tissue, and we're just going to ride along that bone and soft tissue ridge. Again, with a caterpillar technique, just nibbling along there. and you can drag back to help release and nibble back. And this can be done 3 times on each hand. Typically, I don't like to do more than 5 minutes on any reflex, as you can start to exhaust the area. Again, this is both hands, so we're going to the left and going down the same ridge for the spine. The spine reflex starts with the thumb being the head, and as you move down, you're going down the spine, and this would be where the tailbone is. And again, just drag up to release. I'd also like us to look at the hip, leg, and knee. We're still working on structure here. So about 2/3 down the portion of the outer ridge of the pinky, you'll feel bone, and then you'll feel a little soft spot. And that is for the hip, leg, and knee. So what we can do here is nibble that area, coming up on top of the hand as well. And that is on both sides, so we're going to do the other side as well. And again, you can just sort of give little pinches along that ridge to help release tension. Next, we're going to look at the sciatic nerve. And that runs down the ring finger and above where your wrist bone is. So right here, you'll feel a little divot, and you can apply some pressure with very tiny circles in there. And again, that's on both hands. Now that we've taken care of our structure, I'd like us to come back to the stomach. This is where we take in our nourishment, and we want to optimize our blood intake here and its nourishment to the whole body. So we're going to start here at the base of the thumb and working across on a diagonal on the left hand. We're going to get the stomach. Now, if the 2-finger nibble isn't working for you across there, you can also flatten your thumb, and you will get most of the stomach, and just a gentle press and rotate in the middle of the palm. Also, to help blood, we want to help the spleen along, as it helps to purify the blood taken in by the stomach. So right at the base of the pinky, past that pad, is the spleen, and that is also a press and rotate 3 times. We're going to move over to the right hand again, and we're going to locate the gallbladder. The gallbladder is under the ring finger as well, a little more towards the pinky, about 2/3 down. And so here we're going to press in and up, in and up. It's a bit of a hooking 3 times. And the gallbladder is sitting in practically the middle of the liver, and so we're going to go over from just the inside of the pinky on the palm here and across the middle over 2 more fingers, covering the middle palm. Just stopping before that pointer finger. And just pulling the tension out of the hand. Next, we're going to go to the kidneys. Now, the kidneys are between the first and second pointer finger, so we're going to go and draw a line down between them, and as soon as you hit the fleshy part of the thumb, you've marked the spot for kidney. Here we can press and rotate 3 or 4 times. We're also going to go down the ureters down towards where the bladder is, so just a nibbling technique. I'm going to do that again. And come into the bladder point here. And again, we're going to do that on both hands. So again, between the first and second finger, drawing a line, marking the spot for the kidney. As soon as you hit the mound of the thumb there, and press and rotate. I'm going to nibble down the ureters to the bladder. Do that a couple of times. And once we're at the bladder, you're going to press and rotate. And if you're finding it difficult to locate, you can also go in with your finger on the side. It might be easier to get into that little nook. All right, I'd like you to shake your hands off. Give some rotations, both directions. Again, shake that off. And thank you for joining me. There you go for your winter season top-up.